Hello, MonsterSAbound, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms and Part 4 of my Ma Teng Campaign. I know what you're thinking. Weren't you going to do a Warhammer video, then a 3 Kingdoms, then Warhammer, then 3, and so on and so forth? Yes, I was going to do that. However, I've changed my mind because it's my channel. I can put whatever I like up. If I wanted to put a video of just me and nipple tassels up, I could do that. That's within my power. It would almost certainly do better than most of my normal videos. But still, I've decided that we're going to play 3 Kingdoms today for 2 reasons. The first is that I haven't had a chance to play 3 Kingdoms in a couple of days, and I fucking love this game. Honestly, I absolutely adore this game. I think it's a fantastic Total War game. Definitely one of the best. I mean, I was worried after Warhammer I wouldn't enjoy a historical Total War. I mean, this just proved it completely wrong. I love this game. The second reason is that in OBS, I only have one source, and I had it set to record 3 Kingdoms, so I would have had to change that. Now, theoretically, that takes seconds, but I'm feeling so lazy, I literally couldn't be asked. So, last time, we've pushed Han Sui far to the north, and we've got Poo.
Prepare my chambers.
I will, don't worry about that. Well, not me personally, anyway. We've got people for that. But Poo is defending the silk trader in Jincheng, and Han Sui has run away.
Absolutely not.
Well, Han Sui, he's a little bit, but he does like us. Look at this. He's actually oath sworn. He quite likes us. He's got dual war axes. Look at that, and a mathematician. Good, lovely mathematician. Who's his friend? He's got Marwan, who's Vanguard. I think Han Sui here has his own. So he's a tireless insurgent. Insurrection is in Han Sui's blood. To him, subservience cannot be permanent. I reckon he's going to be a DLC character pretty soon, in my opinion. There's a few characters on the map who just are a little bit more detailed than normal. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they will be DLC characters. I mean, the thing is, if Han Sui loses his last settlement, I think then he just goes to the normal recruitment pool. So theoretically, if Han Sui's faction is wiped out, but he isn't killed, you might find that he just pops up in your, Sun Jian campaign. Maybe you have the option to recruit him, have him on your side, that kind of thing. So I really like that kind of stuff. All the different sort of people that pop up in your campaigns. I've had Labu, I've had Angry Bandit Double Axe Lady pop up in my Sun Jian campaign. Try to get her on side. She is very cranky though, very difficult to keep her happy. I think basically she just wants it all. Wants to be faction leader. She's not faction leader. She's a little bit grumpy. I say a little bit grumpy. I mean, she's fucking furious. So very difficult to keep her happy. But certainly if you can get her, then pretty useful. So without anything left to do, I mean, we're heading towards the horse pastures here. If we can grab that, that'll be great. Then we've got the farmland over here. More food would be good. What I'm hoping to do then is if we can get our public order under control, we might be able to save some money and actually buy this city off the Han and have that province as well, and that would be pretty good. We could then potentially even try and buy the silk trader, because we can buy the silk trader, then that's even more money for our silk traders, or globally, and that's going to bring in more money. Currently our income is looking a little bit poor, but that's because we have had to untax our main money making settlement, which is a bit annoying, but we will manage to fix that fairly soon. Basically just a couple of turns of what the...
Examine our proposal.
Okay. Yuan Shu wants me to acknowledge his legitimacy, and he's going to give me money. All right.
Your acceptance gives us joy.
Well, that's for you. That you take that joy and you do whatever you want with it. On your own time, obviously. I'm not quite sure why we've... The general appears to have oblivious to the consequences of their actions. While in enemy territory, they went off hunting alone in the woods, only to get lost. Their calls for help were heard by enemy troops, and only the cunning of the general's troops saved them from a quick, some may say, deserving death. Ma Teng, what? Why have we got this really? Okay, no biggie. I guess we'll grab this. I don't think that. I think we'll just delegate that.
Let feasting commence.
That's it. Have a horse.
A fine settlement.
Delicious horse.
We'll take it.
We'll take it indeed. Okay, so we've got more horse pastures. Now that's going to make our shock cav even cheaper. So currently our shock cav are only 113 upkeep a turn, which is about as well. It's actually cheaper than G Militia. So Shock Cav, pretty cost effective for our faction. In fact, Ma Teng has leveled up, which is really, really good. Plus 25% campaign movement range. Now that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? I mean, that would just be generally really nice to have. Plus 5 faction support would be good. It gives him disciplined, which is fine. There's a lot to like here. I mean, plus 10% melee armor piercing damage for our army is pretty great. But I think the campaign movement range... We're in an area where there's a lot of spaced out settlements. So I think grabbing that is probably a good shout. Plus, he's now got 136 instincts. Shame he doesn't go, not go wandering off into enemy territory. But never mind. Okay, so our Han Sui is over here, so we should be able to go and finish him off fairly soon. How's public order here? If we retax it, -4. That's going to be okay for a little while, isn't it? And look how much money we're making now. Oh, we're just rolling in it. Ma Chao has... Oh, he's ranked up. That's good. Let's... Oh, replenishment. Yes. Replenishment sounds good. Now, someone was saying, check to see if we've got any better weapons. I've been checking, but we haven't got any yet. You do have some options, though. I mean, currently, Pooh here has got a Jian, but we could give her, like, dual Jian. Boom, there you go, double swords, just in case. It does increase her instinct, reduces her expertise. But there's, different options you can have there. Maybe we'll leave her with dual swords. She's quite angry, isn't she? They also get different armor. So this will give her less expertise, but more authority. But more armor? Yeah, so that's slightly more armor. So maybe we'll do that. So she has a little bit more armor. Sure. Something like that will probably be fine. Now, we could upgrade. Do we have any upgrades we can do? You're not very happy. I mean, everyone's not very happy. That's just standard, unfortunately. Oh, we could upgrade to the tribal horse camps. I don't think we need it. I don't think it's going to cost us more money. Do we?
My lord.
Do we? We've got we've got plenty of time to build up some cash reserves. So let's upgrade that, because that's going to make our shock cav even cheaper. It's already pretty bloody cheap, but it's going to get even cheaper.
We would not be your enemy.
Liu Biao wants some food. He wants my wooden fish, and he wants... No.
Your choice.
Go away, you old git. You're not having my wooden fish? I think that might be a euphemism for something. No one gets my wooden fish. That's mine. Yuan Shao requested Zhang Yan join their war. Okay. Mr. Li Yu. Okay. Guaranteed autonomy. So lots of stuff going on. We've got a trait gained as well. So Gojia is tranquil. So he gives more armor, more replenishment, and more resolve.
Once again,
he's just chilling out. Oh, he doesn't like Pang De. Apparently he and Pang De having some problems. Oh, he's tranquil, so he doesn't like the zeal. Oh, that's a bugger, isn't it? It'll be fine. Probably. If they come to fisticuffs, I mean, Pang De is going to win that one, isn't he? Almost certainly. You've got a spear. That's lots of armor-piercing damage. We could maybe go for the... Well... You know what? I'm going to give you the G. Let's do that, because then that puts your resolve over 100, which makes you a legendary general. So let's do that. Okay. I think we're now going to just head for this farmland over here, because that's our next target. May as well. Oh. Hello. Our spy was recruited, and he's now a general. Hang on. So if we go... Where are we? There we are. Bloody Chang. There's Chang. He's leading an army.
I cannot.
He's not leading the army. Zhang Liao is actually leading the army, but he is in the army. There he is. So he's got a retinue, and he's just chilling in over there. So now, if we go to the spy screen, we're clicking on Chang here. So now we get some different options. So we've got court noble action. So if he's been recruited, then we can do these. If he's a general, Then we get some options here. As over time, our cover will increase and our network. I'm not 100% sure how that. So we gain 4 cover a turn and we gain 2 network a turn. So after a certain amount of time, we might be able to build build undercover networks. That costs a certain amount of cover, but it will increase our network. And then we can use that for other things. If he becomes an administrator, then we get different options as well. And if he actually gets, if he joins the ruling family, then even more options become available. So currently we can't do anything with him, but he's just leading that army there, or he's just joined that army. Where's Lebu? He's normally with Zhang Liao, but apparently not at the moment. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But that's really good. It sometimes is tough to get your spy actually recruited into the faction. But if you pick up like a rank 4 legendary general, then you'd generally be fine. Han Sui, you want to give us a lot of money for peace. I'm going to say no.
We will remember this slight.
I'm sorry, buddy, but you just... I need that farmland. I need that farmland. Oh, bloody hell. So, Yuan Shao requested Han Fu join their war. Dong Min signed a peace treaty. Zhang Yan signed a peace treaty with Dong Min. Okay. Right, good. Lots of stuff happening. And we got ancillaries. We've got another water clock. Yeah, I know. We got anyone interesting? Anyone? Yeah, it's all pretty. I mean, Lian Hao there is not bad, but we've already got Ma Chao as a. We should marry Ma Chao to someone, shouldn't we? So if we go to family tree and go to Ma Chao and marry, we could marry into. I kind of recruited Pooh with the idea that we were going to marry them together. I mean, she's angry, he's angry. They've got a lot in common. That's going to be a very angry marriage. It's going to need a lot of counselling. But I think that's probably fine. So I'll marry them. There we go. That's going to be fine. So Ma Chao and Pooh. While it's important to strengthen bonds without, through marriage, those within are equally vital. So lovely stuff. Could we... I really want to get some more... Look, these guys are so cheap now. So cheap. Oh, it's just great. I love how cheap my shock cavalry is. I can just have so much of it. It's like a vanguard in every army. Hua. Wifey. Wifey sauce. Can have... Let's give her zeal. Well, do I want zeal? Yes. Let's go zeal. Let's go zeal. What I'm thinking is we put Pooh, we put Mummy, and we put Ma Chao in the same army. So we probably want... we can't get him just yet. But it looks like, yeah, so you'll get on with them. I think Ma Chao will get on with everyone as well. So that's going to be a very friendly army. Lots of people making friends. I mean, it's going to be quite a family army as well. Having mummy, son, and wife in there. Is that going to cause problems? I'm not sure. It's probably going to be fine. We could maybe get... What's this? Saber cavalry. Medium sword cavalry. Can come from commerce. We don't really have access to many trade agreements at the moment, so we don't really need that. More trade influence could be nice. I mean, the corruption's not bad to have. Let's get that. It's just going to make us just reduce the corruption. Just make sure we're getting as much money as we can from our little empire at the moment. I'm going to push on.
Consider and discuss.
Hello, form coalition. They want us to pay for it. No.
As you wish.
I'm not going to pay you for a coalition. I mean, one, I probably want to kill you. So, there's that. Right. Tao Ying declares war on Liu Biao. Requested... Okay, war declared on Angry Bandit Lady. Fine.
Nurture passion.
Right, if we scooch up here...
Nothing will stop us.
Okay, Han Sui is there. He doesn't have a very big army. What's... Oof, that's quite a big garrison there. That is quite a big garrison. That's going to be a little bit tricky to take on, but I think we should be fine. Right, one more turn here, then we can upgrade to the... Or we can get the Confucian Temple. That should resolve any public order problems we have. It's going to be very good. We've got quite a bit of food, actually, so we could upgrade this. So let's do that. It's going to take 6 turns. I might need to tax exempt that just for the moment, just to try and get a public order up a little bit. We don't have a temple here. Public order is currently okay, though, so I'm not super worried about that right this instant. Not yet, anyway.
We would be no threat to you.
Well, yes, you do have quite a few enemies, though, and also you want my wooden fish, and as I've stated, no one gets their hands on my wooden fish.
Regardless.
That's my wooden fish. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Kai Mao signed a peace treaty with Sun Jian. Okay, and general in need. An enemy messenger has arrived with news that one of your generals has allowed themselves to be captured by the enemy. As you read the message, blah, blah, blah. It's Pangda. Okay, so this is one of the things I don't like about the Three Kingdoms. There's a few niggles. One of them is these events. Sometimes it just gives you an event like, oh, your general was just pulled out of battle and he's fine. And you're like, well, the army's in the middle of friendly territory. Why did I just get that event? It doesn't make any sense. So obviously we're going to pay the ransom because otherwise Pangda is dead. And that's going to be fine, but it's still a bit, you know, weird.
Unleash fury in the name of China.
Okay, we're going to starve them out.
Fury explode and
And I think they're already taking attrition. Can we just check that? Yes, so they're suffering attrition already. It is a bit weird in that I think it's mostly just for small settlements, but if you lay siege to them, the enemy army will start suffering attrition immediately. And that works for you as well. So if your army is in like a little settlement like this, and an army comes and lays siege to it, before you can do anything, you will have suffered attrition, which is a bit weird, to be honest. But let's get the Confucian Temple, because that's going to fix our public... Well, I say fix our public... It's going to make our public order problems significantly less problematic. And as you can see, currently, we've only got 3,000 people living in this settlement. And in fact... next turn it's going to be 0. So there's going to be literally no one living there, and we're going to have to build it up from scratch, which is a little bit annoying, but that's public order probably. It's a bit of a bugger. Sometimes enemy factions moving through your territory.
You would not need fear us.
Well, you need not have my wooden fish.
Your choice.
It is my choice. Yes, exactly. Basically, knob off. Okay, He Yi signed a peace treaty. Gao Gan, sure. Friends stick together. A battle is brutal, above all wearying. In the aftermath, you and your comrade exhausted sit to share tea. As the steam rises, silence reigns, but for the pouring of the brew and the trickle of rain. No words are exchanged, for they are not needed. Through silence and presence, you both find a moment of harmony. Ah, isn't that nice? Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay, we've got Confucian Temple. Fu Gan has finished stimulating the markets. Not sure how he's doing that. Probably just gentle massaging. He'll be back next turn, so we need to send him out to do that again. Okay, so public order is now stable-ish. We can upgrade to the Confucian Temple. That does cost us a little bit of money, but increases our public order massively. Also, we can then, once we've got that building, the level 2 building, we can then get this tech here. Mastery of Ceremonies, that just increases public order by 3 across the board. We can then get the Principles of Wu Wei, which reduces character salary and gives more satisfaction for commanders. And then finally, we can go up to Mandate of Heaven. That gives everyone more satisfaction and also unlocks the Yellow Dragons, who are light axe infantry. So going up that tree, I quite like going up the tree with Ma Teng, just because public order is such an issue for him early on. How's public order? How's the army doing here? Okay, they're taking damage. I might just leave it one more turn just to make life a little bit easier for me. Fugan, you can have scholarship. Have a scholarship. Have one of them. Have we? I haven't set a chance that I meant to do that last episode and completely forgot, and I completely forgot again. So, what does the Chancellor post do? Increases income from peasantry. Okay. So, I think we're going to give that to Pangda. think that's what we're going to do. Is that what we're going to do? You are grumpy because you desire higher courts. You're quite happy. So, actually, what I might do is give it to Fugan. No, Fugan, pop you in there, because that'll cheer you up, and I want to keep you around, so there we go. We'll do that. That seems fine. Plus, he's stimulating markets, so that's good. That's pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. We need to get Fugan back to stimulate those markets, because our money has dropped. But once we've taken this farmland... Yuan Shao signed a peace treaty with Huang Shao. Okay, good. He declared war on Cao Cao. Okay. Sai Mao signed a peace treaty with... Okay, good. Okay, sure. Lots of people doing lots of things, of which I'm not massively interested. But we had another noble birth. Oh, how many have we got now? Holy shit. We've got Ma Kong, we've got Ma Ying, Ma Zi, and Ma Yusheng. So we've got 2 commanders, we've got a strategist, and a veteran champion. That's it, one of them. Okay, having character development. Ooh, we've got lots of people with interesting names. Let's have a look. Anyone really good? What have you got? You've got a little clay warrior. Oh, I don't think there's anyone particularly. Song Yang. Okay, there's no one there I'm like massively overawed by, so we won't worry too much about that just now. But I think we're ready now. Supplies are dropping, so I think what we'll do is we will launch the attack on the farmland just to finish off Han Sui if we can. Ideally, I don't want to kill him. I want to try and capture him. Now it says there's a capture chance, decisive victory, base, escape chance 58. Right, so that's only if we actually fight the battle. If we delegate the battle. So I'm going to try and make sure we don't kill Han Sui, but make him run away instead. That's, you know, that's what I'd like to do, because he's actually fairly friendly with us. We might be able to get him on side, potentially. Of course, wiping out his faction might upset him. I guess we'll find out. These guys do not give a shit. Standing there, bloody great armies churning up our fields. They just don't care. Good on them, to be fair. Good on them, because we are fighting over their farm. I say fighting, this isn't going to be much of a fight. It's going to be more of a slaughter. So our artillery's already opened fire on Han Sui and Ma Wan as they approach. Their army is looking a little bit battered, thanks to attrition. Getting some great hits in here. The artillery actually racks up over 600 kills in this battle. And you might be thinking, oh my god, that's OP, nerf artillery. But you have to remember that I'm playing on extreme unit size, so each of these units has, what, 240? Well, actually 155, but still, it's quite a lot of people in it, and this army is mostly infantry as well. And they're all packed up into a little blob as they charge across the field. Pang De and Ma Wan are going to go at it. There's Ma Wan. Ooh, nasty. Down he goes, but he's back up. Okay, they're going to get in on it.
Go for the legs! I will cut out your heart.
Your words are as pathetic as you are.
Wow, brutal bants going on. Already the enemy soldiers are in range of our archers, and because they don't have any shields, they're just G militia, this is going to hurt. Meanwhile, our shock cavalry have appeared on their flank after being hiding in the forest, and their archers are turning to engage us, but it's not really going to help them very much because the G militia have marched on, and that means our cavalry can now just sweep in and completely annihilate all of their archers. Pang De Moan still fighting. And there goes our cavalry just chasing down those archers. That's just no contest.
Surely you can do better.
We'll send Ma Teng, sorry, not Ma Teng in to deal with this little militia, but that's now gone. And some of the enemy infantry have now actually managed to reach our line, although not many of them. The Zhiliang cavalry charged right into our spear line, and, well, as you can see, our spear line suffered minor casualties, and they're going to try it again. Yep, that's not going to work out very well for them. You don't charge shock cavalry into a spear wall. Shock cavalry is absolutely devastating unless you charge it into a spear wall. And still fighting. I think he's almost got him. And Ma Teng and Han Sui in the background. Han Sui is unbreakable. I've been trying to break him. Not oh, he's dead. Nice. No, indeed. Well, down he goes. And Han Sui is still fighting on. He's unbreakable, so we can't actually rout him. He will fight to the death, which is a little bit problematic. So although we can rout his entire army, he will not run away, and I haven't quite noticed that yet. Cavalry sweeps in just to mop up the last few units of spearmen.
Amazing that you can both talk and battle.
And the G militia trying to run away is just shot to pieces by our archers. Ow. Okay, we're trying to leave. I'm still trying to break Han Sui, thinking maybe if I can destroy the rest of his army, he'll run. He won't. He will fight until the end. Pang De still needs to get on his horse. He's just moping around on foot at the moment. Now, there was a point in very, very early development. Well, say very, very early development, where I got to play this, and characters on foot would run about as fast as they would on horseback, but that's now changed, so if you're on foot, you're a little bit slower. Ma Teng is sort of reluctantly trying to kill Han Sui. Now, what's interesting is Han Sui and Ma Teng are both Oathsworn, so you can see they've got this Oathsworn buff, and they're getting that from each other, because they are Oathsworn to each other, which means that, yes, you can have Oathsworn characters on both sides, on like either side of a battle. And what that means is that when Ma Teng takes down Han Sui, which he's going to do, because let's be honest, it's a matter of time here, Ma Teng will then go out of control. So there we go, he's gone out of control, and he's now just run off. He's just cut down his friend, and he's just broken his mind, and off he goes. Kind of sad. It's a bit of a shame about Han Sui, but well, he's still alive.
A fine settlement.
Did we kill him? Friends. Gajir, right. Character gained rank. Occupation. Faction destroyed. Han Sui. I don't know if Han Sui's dead or whether his faction has just been destroyed. I think he may not like us because of the whole killing his faction thing. Han Sui is still alive, because I think he wouldn't be there if he was dead. So Han Sui's still alive. He is recruitable. Probably not by us now. No. So he might turn up later, probably with a grudge. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, so we've got the farmland. That's very nice. We've got the horse pastures. That's good. And we've got the Confucius. Oh, good, great. So the public order is now going to get under control. Yeah, killed in battle. So only Ma Wan was killed in battle, but we didn't capture Han Sui, so we didn't get the chance to recruit him. I'm not sure whether we could have recruited him, but it would have been nice if we could have tried. So we could upgrade this. That would give us a little bit more income from commerce. We do have quite a bit of commerce income coming in. So let's grab that. I haven't taxed exempted anyone, have I? Just this one. So we can actually re-tax that. That's going to give us a bit more money. I could untax this. I don't think the farmland. Yeah, the farmland doesn't bring any money, nor does the tribal horse camp. So to be honest, I can probably just tax exempt that and not worry about it.
How may I serve?
Once again, I feel the warmth of home.
Indeed. Gojir, I would like you to have Ooh, got options. Got options. I would quite like to have fire arrows. So if we were to get precision, this gives more armor, ranged armor piercing damage. So let's do that. Now, advisors can fight. They can't duel, but they can fight in battle. Generally, the only problem is they have crap bugger all armor and not very good stats. But Gajir here actually has quite a lot of melee evasion and quite a chunk of health, I think. Can we just see his 22k health there compared to 27? I mean, that's not... He's got 42. Yeah, you probably don't want him fighting characters, but I reckon they can probably deal with enemy units fairly handily. Probably not a big deal, to be honest. Okay, so if we can buy out the small town here, then we'll have quite a chunk of land. Doing quite well. We could then... Is this a yellow turban army?
Impossible.
That's a yellow turban army.
I cannot.
No.
They might be able to take the city. You never know. And looks like Changbo still over here, still chilling. Looks like he's heading for a deserted settlement or something. Maybe moving on Angry Bandit Lady, who's around here somewhere. I think these towns start off. Has this been raised? I think that's been raised by. I think Dong Zhao's faction have the option to raise settlements to cause tyranny. So I guess maybe that's what happened there. But so far, things are looking pretty good for Ma Teng, aren't they? Han Sui's been defeated. We're only surrounded by friends. There's literally no enemies. So where we go next, I'm not sure. We could maybe declare war on Dong Min and the Han and just start capturing territory. But I'd probably need another army for that. So what I think I want to do is try and get some another army up. So we've already got Pooh. But I think what we need is to get Ma Chao up. So he's going to cost us 3,825 to recruit. So that's going to take a little while to get him up. But I think once we do, we can then get Hua Lanil, her up as well. And that will be a pretty good little army then. I think that's going to be pretty... We won't have a strategist, but I'm not overly concerned. I think we'll be okay. I need to give a quick check of my the court just to check there's anyone interesting. Hufu, you're level 4. Meh. Anyone else? You're level 4. Song Yang, I think we've seen him before. There's Kang Kinmeng. Junmin? She's got... Okay, so we've seen this one, haven't we? She had the little clay warrior. Okay, so things are looking pretty good so far. I'm thinking maybe attack Dong Min. Just go for it. Attack the Han Empire. Get Ma Chao up. Attack them. Start taking some territory. I don't think... Who are they? Hang on. Who are they at war with?
Let us discuss matters.
So they're all with Liu Bei, Gongsun Zhang, Yuan Shao, Cao Cao, Sun Jie. They're at war with a lot of people. So they've got a lot of concerns. So we could potentially, jump them early. We could liberate the Emperor, but... from experience, having the little shit is not actually a benefit. It's apparently a massive pain in the arse, because what it means is that all the Han territory is then your vassal. Now, so far, you think, well, that sounds pretty good, until you remember that most people hate the Han Empire and will try and take chunks out of it. And so they will declare war on the Han Empire, and then you have to join in on that war because the Han is your vassal. So you end up at war with pretty much everyone for no particular good reason. So... I think I might leave the Emperor to someone else so that they can have the problems of dealing with little bastard. But that's where we're going to have to leave it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode of the Ma Teng Campaign.